Look, I'm the first to realize that CSU was not playing well the last part of the year, that they've lost 5 of their last 7 games. But I refuse to allow that to interrupt a great day for us, a great day for our fans, our student body, a great day for those 2 seniors that I love a great deal, and then most of all, capital T-E-A-M, because we needed them all. I think it was somebody, without mentioning names, that said, hey, I think we beat them with or without Nance. I got news for you. The fact is, you beat them without Nance. But the most important thing to me, I'm not big on seeding. I'm not big on any of that nonsense. I'm into the body of work, and you've heard me say that before. The body of work of this team, with 11 teams in the 10th strongest league in America in men's basketball, is 9-9. Right now, that'll either be a 4th place finish out of 11 or 5th. And it was thought and said, could they compete with the better teams in this league? And boy, did they. Especially with the obstacles that this particular group had to climb. There's no coach in the country prouder. And there wasn't any coach prouder during a couple of these losses. Because again, I repeat, when you're my age, you're more interested in how you do what you do. And I've always been proud of the way they fight and claw when they come up short or when they dance around in the locker room like they did today.
Larry, I know, in the second half, you led out a good lead at halftime and got off to a good start, and then CSU kept knocking shots down again like they did in the second half last time down there. But you never gave up the lead and were able to build it back up. And what was the difference? Was it just guys making the plays, or did you see anything that was the difference this time around?
It almost was synonymous with the game I was watching before I took my shower today. I was watching the Gators up 24, and then Kentucky came storming back down to 4. Very similar. 2 great teams, 2 good runs. Runs happen every game. Better team won.
Coach, how fitting or how nice was it to see Sobey, senior day, parents here, to have the kind of game that he had and kind of impact in this game? How nice was that?
I was as excited last night with our group as I was today. Last night I had a special night dedicated to the 2 seniors. Jerron's mother flew in, and she'll also be in Vegas. Nate's parents surprised him. They will also be in Vegas. We had a cake for him. We had a little blooper tape for him. But to me, that's why I'm still coaching. And I'd like to win every game. I've been around. You don't win every game. And this group deserved this. And I'm happy that they were able to do it in front of 6,000 fantastic Wyoming fans. But had there been 6 Wyoming fans there, I'd be equally as proud.
Larry, you said you needed them all, and with Riley and Jerron in foul trouble a lot, you relied a lot on Jack tonight, and with Derek, Austin Halderson gave you 20-some minutes. I know you've never been hesitant to put Jack in games, but how big were those guys' play tonight with foul trouble seemingly everywhere?
Well, both teams got an early foul trouble. Really disappointing. You don't like to see that, but it's a big part of the game now. But I looked on the box, and the 3 guys that we counted on to handle the ball the most, play the point guard, was Benz, Grabo, and Adams. 13 assists, 0 turnovers against pretty quick athletic transfers that Colorado State has. So really proud that they were able to handle the ball like they did. Jack in particular even had a couple of really good drop-offs late that Derek would love to have back. But, that's why a Jack Benz is here in Wyoming. And you want people to feel like they're part of it. He sure was part of it today.
Coach, what has the difference been with Josh Adams? It seemed like a couple games ago he was struggling a little bit with turnovers and things, but the last 3 games he's really been aggressive, really been effective for you guys on both sides.
Well, I'd like to say, because we write on the board, pass selection and shot selection is key. That's ring a bell, but I just think slowly in fronting all of us, we're seeing some maturity of a sophomore who's played a lot of games and had to play down the home stretch a lot of games. So hopefully we're seeing growth there. I'd like our program to have a feeling of growth, red shirts, building. Selfishly, I talk to Billy all the time. Yeah, I'd love to get great talent, but I'm not real interested in getting other people's problems like some others do. I'd rather build it with substance, progress, but this is big. 9-9 and 4th or 5th in the league. I got to tell you, there were some doubters. That feels good.
Larry, 500. This team, this school hasn't seen a 500 record in conference play in several years. How satisfying is that?
Well, you know, you don't want to get anybody grumpy and say good is good enough sometimes, but better's better. And 3 years ago when we came, better's better. Better people, better habits, better grades, better W's, top 25 wins, top 5 wins, and some discouraging last-second losses. But if you put it all together, like I told them, look, enjoy and have fun without losing any class or dignity today and tonight. But there's a lot more ball left, and you're going to be involved in some tournaments, and let's hope they're the ones you and I won.
All right. Go ahead, Mike.
Last 4 games before this, you guys were in every first half, and it just seemed like it slipped away at times. Did you see something different out of this team where it seemed like they just decided after that CSU run that they weren't going to let that happen today?
You know, I saw that in Utah in front of a phenomenal crowd. I saw the same fight. I heard the same fight. Biggest difference was we didn't get to the foul line, and they knocked 3 threes in down the home stretch. They don't like to really say that, but I saw nothing different from our guys' will early in the season, after we lost a couple and had personnel changes, and today. I saw the same fight, the same will, the same focus, the same energy. We got a little more energy from the crowd. We had a few more than normal, but I never want to use that as an excuse with our players. If they show up, great. If they don't, we got to bring it ourselves.
How big was the rebounding, too? At least on the defensive glass, you were right even with them, and I know that was big. How important was that? When Santo went out, how did that change the complexion of the game at all?
Yeah, I don't know if that changed it. I really think the game 1 against them was toe-to-toe, and I really thought our style of play. And then the second half, they dominated us on the boards and loose balls. And I thought that was different today. They made some shots. In fact, a couple guys that don't normally make threes made them. You can live with that if you're getting loose balls and you're competing on the defensive glass, and I thought we did that. We knew we had to get some guards involved, and Sobey with some rebounds, Adams with 8 rebounds, Benz with a couple rebounds. I mean, it doesn't matter how high they are, you just got to get the ball and gain possession.